either are going to pay the price of regret or you're going to pay the price of discipline. And what is that price? That price is suffering. That price is discipline. And it is required in life. You can't. If you think it's a rigged game, you've lost. The problem is you think it's a rigged game against you because you think that you're special. It's a rigged game, period, by the rule makers. Your job is to exploit the rigged game, not complain about it like a pussy. To establish a good worldview, you need the right information. You can't have ordinary information that the average peasant has and expect an ordinary life. It doesn't work that way. Steve Jobs said it best. He says, people don't know what they want unless you give it to them. So if you want to build a product in the marketplace, identify, use your fucking head, think, reason, elevate, and understand what the market needs, the value that you can provide. And if you don't have the skills to provide that value, develop the skills. Be unmatched in that skill set, and you will carve a space for yourself in the marketplace. You can make $10,000 a month, brother. There's nothing holding you back except this. And if anybody tells me that you cannot make either physically, digitally, $10,000 a month, it's a lie. You don't need a college education. You don't need a university education. You don't need a high school education in order to make money. Because what is money? Money is just energy. Energy transfers. What transfers? Human energy, human resources. The name of the department exists for a reason. They call it human capital for a reason. Why? Because you are a resource. The money represents the expendable energy of people. Why? So your job is to use that money to build things, and you pay people for their energy. That's what you're doing. You're not paying them for their time, you're paying them for their energy output. So when people are like, oh, what skill sets, what resources do I have? You have two things in life. The first thing is energy. The second thing that you have is time. That's the only two things that you truly have, energy and time. So the question is, what are you doing with your energy? Where are you inputting your energy? And what are you doing with that time? What you do with those things will dictate the outcome of your life.
And you know what, bro?
You don't need money. You need energy and time. That's it. I define wealth as your ability to do whatever you want, whenever you want, wherever you want. And in order to do that, you need health. You need relationships in order to move around effectively. You need money. Your finances need to be secure. Your mind needs to be in check. It doesn't matter if you're healthy physically and have a ton of money if your mind is completely right? I know a ton of, dude, look at all the celebrities. Look at all the actresses and actors that kill themselves. They have money, they have fame, they have good physiques, they look nice, they have all this shit, but their mind is corrupted. So the goal to be wealthy is your mind needs to be healthy. Your body needs to be healthy. Your bank account needs to be healthy. Wealth, by definition, is abundance. So what is abundance? Making sure that everything in life is properly set up. You don't want to have an abundant bank account and an empty mind. You don't want to have a destroyed body, right? Or destroyed relationships and have $1 billion. Every billionaire that I've talked to, everybody tells me the two most important things in their life right now is lifespan longevity, biohacking, like how do I increase my life? And how do I spend more time with the people that I love? But they understood that in order to maximize health and relationships, they needed money. So they got the bag, but they didn't let the bag identify them. And once they got the bag, they shifted their priorities. The problem is people don't know how to reinvent themselves. I reinvented myself multiple times. People confine you to a box.
You'll do it again.
First, they were like, Luke is the e-com guy. Did millions and millions and millions of dollars in e-commerce, went and did consulting, but no, he's the e-com guy. I'm whatever the fuck I want to be.
Well, I was the NFT guy.
There you go. So you're in a situation right now where people are going to always try to box you up and limit you. But if your mind can be freed, your mind can be limitless. And it's limitless based off of the information that you inject into it. The information that you have has given you the life that you have. So if you want a different life, input different information. There's certain things in your life that you will never get back. People give up the valuable things in life, like relationships, family, health, the things that they cannot replace, mental stability, for the things that they can replace. Gucci belts, Louis Vuitton, money, Rolex, all their identity is built on what? The things that they've been told are valuable. But they've been told to you and sold to you so that somebody else's dreams can become true, right? So when you buy the Louis Vuitton belt, you're making somebody else's dreams come true. They've just told you that your dreams should be a Louis Vuitton belt. They've convinced you. So the big problem, brother, that I see, it all comes back to the mind. It all comes back to the mind. If you're poor here, you're going to be poor in every other area of life.
Quality over quantity wins every single time. Instead of being like, okay, let me grow my channel, I've been like, let me honor the people that have actually subscribed to my content and give them the best version of myself. That's why I think people return. I want to be authentic. And I think that's the new meta when it comes to content and what people are actually looking for. People are looking for authentic people that they resonate with. They don't want idols. They want people that they can share something in common with. This idea of luck can only be perceived as a person that may not have the right information. Yeah, I maybe got introduced to the word Bitcoin when Bitcoin was $600. That was lucky, but actualizing and taking action on what I did with that information wasn't luck. How many actions in our life are self-sabotaging? All day long, we self-sabotage. So why can't we turn off those self-sabotaging habits and replace them for positive habits? What I've realized that people do is they want to cut something out. Okay, I'm going to cut out smoking. I'm going to cut out drinking. But you're not supposed to cut out something. You're supposed to replace it. If you're not thinking about anything, if you're not doing anything, if you're not being productive, then you're most likely going to go back to what? Your tendencies and your old habits that you formed over a long period of time. So if you want to change those habits, if you want to change those tendencies, then you need to be in a situation whereby you're replacing them with a positive feedback loop. And most people live in a state of quiet desperation. They live in a state of quiet shame. So they're ashamed of their habits. They're ashamed of what they do, but they don't change. They're always living in a low state of vibration. And you see them walking around. They walk unhappy. They operate unhappy. When they interact with people, they are unhappy. Why? Because they're not the best versions of themselves.
What do you think is the number one mistake that a lot of these entrepreneurs are making?
They don't learn the fundamentals. It's so easy to bank money. You know this. Online, anybody can go out and make 10 grand a month, literally. Yeah. But who learns taxes? Who learns budgeting? Who learns human resources? Who learns product and inventory management? Who learns scaling and operation? Who learns systems building? Nobody learns those things because they're the boring parts of the business. And if you don't learn them, you're going to crash. The last thing you want to be is a person that pumps cash but has no ability to repeat.